a while. Oh, how I've missed you all. How I've missed you. I'm here. I'm here today. And that is exciting for me. And I hope exciting for you. If you are new here, I am Julie in Stitches 16 on YouTube and on Instagram. If you're not new here, I'm still Julie in Stitches 16, to borrow the phrase from my friend Marjorie from Marjorie Made. It's been many a fortnight since I have sat down to film. I think beginning of April. I didn't look at the exact date, so almost 3 months. I've been busy. It is officially summer in Wisconsin, and for all of us in the northern hemisphere, and I have been working outside a lot, planting gardens, planting flowers. I will share some more of that as we talk and as we go. This is really unscripted today, because if I were to sit down and keep making notes about 3 months worth of stuff, I would have just been making notes the entire time and not sitting down to talk to you. So I decided that I was going to take the notes that I've been compiling for 3 months and just go with it. So if I forget something, know that it is not intentional. If I forget something that we did, or if I spoke to you, or if we have interacted, or if we're doing a sale together, or I know we did, it just is maybe in a file cabinet that I can't unlock, and couldn't. I would have drove myself crazy, because I am very much a person that does not like to leave anybody out or forget anything, to mention any people, because you're all very, very special to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you and the contributions that you make to my life and to this community. So, forward, as I say, forward. So first and foremost, I would like to tell you, each and every one of you that reached out to me to send well wishes, positive thoughts of strength and encouragement to my father, who is battling esophageal cancer right now. My heart grows 10 times every time I get a message, or a how are you doing, or how is he doing. It means the world to me, and I can't thank you enough for keeping me in your thoughts and prayers if you pray, etc. Oh yeah, my pronouns are she, her. See, already forgot I was going to start with that today. So there's that. He's doing okay. Treatments continue. We have 2 more slated right now. We'll know more on Wednesday if he needs to, what next steps are in our fight, in our battle. Damn it, cancer. So he is doing as well as I can expect him to do. You know, if you've had cancer, if you've known somebody with cancer, if you've had a loved one with cancer, chemotherapy is poison. You're poisoning your body. It doesn't distinguish between normal healthy cells and cancer cells, so you get tired, nausea, changes in bowel patterns. I won't get all nursey on you, but you know. And if you are a caregiver to somebody who has an acute or chronic illness, know that I see you. I'm hugging you. I'm sending you love and strength, because being a caregiver is also extremely hard. I've been on an emotional roller coaster, and it's okay to have those bad days and hide away from the world if you want, if that's what you need. It's okay to stitch, to not stitch, to laugh, to cry. because it's care for the caregiver is, I know you may be familiar with that phrase, is a real thing. So take care of yourselves and do what you need to do to get through this trying time, and know that I love you and I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about all of you. If you have a acute or chronic illness, if you have a cat that walks across your keyboard, or if you are a caregiver, I sincerely send my love and support and positive thoughts. Okay, all the stuff. I'm gonna do things a little backwards because it's just the way that I threw things together today. So I'm gonna start with Stitchy Kindness because I am overwhelmed with some of the things that I have received in the last 3 months, and I am going to talk to you about it first, right now. So let's just go. Let's just go. This is just a pack of Be Stitch Me. I had ordered silk glosses. I had ordered some fabric from Brandy, and it took her what she thought was a while. I never expect if I am getting fabric from a dyer and they have to dye it, and they announce right on their website this could take 4 to 12 weeks because things are dyed to order. I never expect to. I patiently wait because you've been warned, like you've been told. But she thought it took her a while to get me these 2 pieces. I think it was 2 pieces of fabric. So she included in my order this very lovely spring silk pack. How pretty, right? So thank you, Brandy. That was very, very kind of you. Not necessary, but I am very appreciative, and they will they'll be put to use. Trust me, I love Brandy silk. I love silk. I love it all. Miriam from Roomy Cats. Miriam, change your name. We talk about cats a lot. It would be fitting. Marumi Crafts or Marumi Designs. Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, and Tara from Wilda Woman Crafts and I are doing a rogue round robin using a ink circles pattern, each of us stitching a quarter, etc. Which I will be showing you, so we'll talk more about that later. I received in the 2 the 2 patterns that have been sent to me to stitch on so far, some very lovely gifts, and I was going to wait until we were all done, but Tara shared hers, so I can share mine. So Miriam, which was the first pattern I received to stitch on, was Miriam's. Yeah, Miriam, you always send to me, right? I think that's right. Anyways, she made us these awesome little needle books or thread keepers, whatever you want to use them for, with Nightmare Before Christmas. Very cool. She had several skeins of Night Stalkers Calling for us to choose from, so I was first. So I chose Soulmate, this beautiful variegated purple, blue periwinkle. I love it. Thank you, thank you. And then this little matchbook. Look at this. Look at this. Miriam, did you make these? This little matchbook that has needles and a counting pin in it. Isn't that awesome? Did you make these? I think that's your handwriting that says 26, so those will be size 26 needles. But I think that is like for like table gifts for a retreat. I love this. That is so incredibly cool. So now I can put these things to use after I think January. I think I got those in January. Then Julie had like a whole entire grab bag of stuff for us to pick from. So crazy. I picked this really cool Stitch Sprout needle minder. Those bright, like Lisa Frank. Sorry, I gotta put it in front of my face. Lisa Frank colors on the fabric on that needle minder. Another Night Stalker's Calling in the colorway Freak Show. Awesome. This is a corner gauge, corner measurer, corner gauge. I'm knitting on the brain a little bit. Corner measurer thingy for fabric with constellations. Super cool. And I already have one, but I couldn't help, but mine's getting kind of old. And this one is purple. It's a measuring tape that you wear on your wrist. So you always have a measuring tape, a ruler with you. And I can't get it open right now. It's got to get broken. But it's purple. It's purple. And I love it. So thank you, Julie. Very kind, very, very, very generous of all of you. That can now be garbage. I want to give away on Michelle Bendy Stitchy's Flosstube channel. And this is a pattern by Heartstring Samplery Beth Twist. It is the In This House May Peace Abide pattern. So thank you, Michelle, for sharing that with us. I think she had a few of them, is why I'm saying us. Maybe, hopefully. This is, you'll hear about her a little bit more in a minute, and there's cat hair, because there's cat hair on everything that I own, from TheCrowRiverStitcher. Well, I'll talk about her right now. Sheila. She is a Flosstuber, and she was on the New to Me Flosstube list this time. She makes these beautiful bags. I already said she's in Minnesota, so she's a Midwest girl. Look at that. That's machine embroidered. Look at this bag. Look at this bag, you guys. So I won this on her channel. Please go check her out. She was posting videos for a while, like every week. I am sorely, shamefully behind on Flosstube. Sorely and shamefully behind. There are some videos that I watch right away, but I need to learn how to make the watch later list, maybe? Is that what it's called? So that as the notifications pop up, I can do that and then get rid of them as I watch them, because then they get so far down on my list because I'm subscribed to so many people that they get lost in the shuffle. And usually it's like, if you post another video and I have time to watch it, then I go back and watch the one before. Anyways, we are not talking about that right now. We're talking about TheCrowRiverStitcher Sheila and her amazing project bags. Amazing project bags. So I have to find a bee pattern, and I think I have one, or 20, to start and put in here. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is gorgeous. Look at this. This is stunning. Stunning. And this. I will not ramble on and on and on and on and on, but I won a giveaway from the Sunshine Stitchers, EJ, Sheila, and sometimes Deb. And sorry. Hold please. Luna, you're stepping on the keyboard. Good kitty. If I get on camera, ask my friends that I Zoom with, Luna has to join. And my whole family's home, so you might hear them in the background. Might be a special appearance. So EJ and Sheila, the Sunshine Stitchers, did this huge giveaway of crazy amounts of patterns. I can't remember what the occasion was, but I won a Hands Across the Sea pack. And you guys, you friends, I'm gonna save that one for last because I think that was my favorite. Anyways, let's just start. So, number 1, Ann Barrett, 1646. Wowzer. Beautiful. I will talk more about what Miriam's great idea, and that I think I will be joining in on for next year. For we both have significant to us birthdays, and what I will probably utilize some of these for. Harriet Hartland 1782. Look at those little birds in the baskets. I gotta look at these closer. They have things in their mouth. I am a freak for a bird with something in its beak. Amity, Aaron, freak for a bird with something in its beak. Jane Bannister, 1855, a Welsh sampler. I turned those off. Oh well, thumbs up. Thumbs up to all of these Hands Across the Sea patterns. I love those cats. I think they're gonna be huge to stitch, but love them. That's not even a Hands Across the Sea. Isabella Ufendel, 1829. Very beautiful. I would probably do some color conversion. Oh my gosh, look at this crazy funky dog motif. I gotta remember to write down, like, look at these and write down what motifs I like on every one of them. And then they included this too, which is not a Hands Across the Sea, but it is Cardinal Points from Long Dog Samplers. Girl, I don't know, friends, if you meant to include this, but you did, and I appreciate it because I love it. So yeah, I love it. And my favorite one, I think because of the colors, Amy Can 1831. Does anybody have this? Is anybody stitching this? And look at these funky birds. I love the butterflies. I love the use of colors in this. Amy, you did good. You did good. Very creative. Look at these deer. Like, they're probably eating the leaves. Let's not get into what the deer have been eating in my yard. I will talk about that along the way too, I'm sure, when we get to the strawberries. Look at those birds. So, Sheila and EJ, seriously, thank you so very much. This was overwhelming. Holy cow. They also sent some of their floss drops with their Sunshine Stitcher logo. Love them. And a little enjoy. Hi Julie, enjoy. And I will enjoy. Thank you so very much. Publicly, right now. Thank you so much. So that was Stitchy Kindness at the beginning, because I want to give all of my love and thanks to you right at the start. What's next? Oh, new to me friends. So we talked about the TheCrowRiverStitcher. It's Andy, the Crow Stitcher, and they are a fabulous human being, a really good human. They are a stitcher of things that I also stitch. We have so much in common. She was pointing out the things we have in common like 4 months ago now. Sorry, Andy, I'm just getting to this. And they just kept listing things. And when I watched them, I was like, yeah. Not just stitching, but life. They also shared with me something personal that I connected with, and I am appreciative of having them. Their thoughts and positive vibes and sharing that. So, thank you, Andy. Please go watch them. Please go watch them. They're awesome. All right. For free from me and for you, first of all, I always try to find 1 or 2 patterns to share with you. there are times that I have not found any, so then I don't share with you. But if you want a mass, a incredibly long list of free patterns, please go watch my friends Stephanie and Allison at Cross Stitch the Globe, because they recently put out a Flosstube extra with 30 free summer patterns. 30. Ladies. So the first one that I'm going to share with you is one that they also shared. And this is Strawberries in Summer Mini Cat. And why didn't I pull up the sheet that shows you or tells you where it's from? Stitching Fairy Crafts on the internet. Oh, happinessiscrossstitching.com is where this comes from. happinessiscrossstitching.com. I will try to remember to put everything down below, obviously. So if you are participating in Marjorie's Strawberry Moon sale for June, which was last night, was a Strawberry Moon, this is a perfect little cute pattern. I have an idea for just that cat motif, but I can't say any more about that right now because it might just be for somebody special. Okay, so this is from Earth Day. So I don't even know if it's still available because it was from Earth Day. Because you know me and the earth. The No Name Stitcher released this for Earth Day. It's a cute little small Earth Day pattern. It just says Earth Day. And I think she has a place that you could have put in the year or taken it out. I can't remember now because it was 3 months ago. So she is the No Name Stitcher on Etsy. But she's also on Instagram. So go check her Instagram and see if she still has that available. The next one is from Hello from Liz Matthews. I am going to start this. See my notes? This is a free pattern on Liz's website. And I plan to start this on July 16th, which is my half birthday. But more importantly, it is Stephanie from Cross Stitch the Globe's birthday. And she is inviting everyone to stitch a Liz Matthews, and I can't remember the name of yours if you have a name for it. I don't know if you have a sale name yet. Stitch Liz for Stephanie? That would be a good one. Stitch Liz for Stephanie. So this is just hope. I am going to try to find you know what? A purple/periwinkle color for this to represent the colors for esophageal cancer, periwinkle. This free floss that I got from Miriam might be good. Might just be good. I'm gonna slip that in there because otherwise I won't forget, or things will get lost. You know. And then Michelle Bendy Stitchy and Michelle the Chinook Crafter were doing a sale for June, also Jacob June. And I have not started. I don't even know that I've stitched on a Jacob. I plan to. We've got a few days left. I can pull one out for a day. But I really wanted to possibly start this. If I don't get around to it, that's okay. I am showing myself a lot of grace. This is Free Palestine, and this was a free pattern from Jacob at Modern Folk Embroidery. Free. So I believe you can still get this one as well. Go to his website, because we are not free until we are all free. And it says, are we not their brothers and sisters? Of course we are. We're all humans. All humans are related. We're all brothers and sisters. So let's support those suffering through this genocide, shall we? Peace. Let's have some peace. Okay. Let's just talk about this now because I had it next on my list 2 months ago. So I turn 50 next year. Miriam, I know, has already shared she turns 40. She had the idea of doing a sampler, like a spot sampler, with 40 motifs from 40 different patterns or a bunch of patterns, just as stitching 40 motifs. From patterns that you, like some of those Hands Across the Sea, when I was commenting that I might not stitch the whole thing, but man, I love that bird with something in its beak. So, 40, because she turns 40, I said I might just piggyback on that with you, because I was thinking also of just doing a free-for-all 50 and just doing whatever I wanted. But I might do a spot sampler with 50 motifs from 50 patterns, or maybe not 50 patterns, but a bunch of patterns, that I wouldn't actually stitch the whole pattern, and then possibly doing a giveaway when I finish the motif or motifs off those patterns that I won't stitch the whole thing. And that was Miriam's idea as well, to do a giveaway when she's done with the motifs off her pattern. So look for that for next year. We both have January birthdays, so that will be in the new year. So if you want to start, we're trying to think of a hashtag that says stitch this many motifs for this number that's significant to you. And the other night, laying in bed half asleep, I thought of something really cool. And you know, Julie, you should probably just like put that in your notes on your phone or send it to the people that are involved right away. But I didn't. And then I woke up and I couldn't remember what it was. Have you ever watched 50 First Dates? 10-Second Tom? So again, please forgive me if I ever forget. I do not do it intentionally. I really don't. I just try. I try, damn it, I try. Yes. Mine will most likely be a lot of birds. And Amity, I think you should just embrace that, like, freak for the beak. Dude, I was like, yes, that is the best. I like hashtag freak for the week needs to be a hashtag for some pattern somewhere. Oh, okay. The ultimate stitchy kindness and a sale announcement all rolled into one. But wait, there's more. Speaking of Amity, Boomerang Stitches on Instagram and on Etsy, and her amazing good human sister Erin, who is Cozy Town Stitcher on Instagram. They collectively are the Hathaway Stitchers here on Flosstube, and if you have not seen them yet, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you? Are you okay? Do you need me to check on you? Hilarious, amazing, funny, witty. Don't watch them while you're working. I make that mistake one too many times. Amity said, open your email. Sent me a message last week before. Said, open your email. I sent you something. This lady and gentleman is the Schitt's Creek sampler. Amity has been teasing us with this. With the intention, I think she wanted to finish it as a model before she released it to the public, but it's large, it's full coverage, so I'm sorry, look at that lipstick. So she was finally, out of the kindness of her large heart, said, I am going to release this to the public. I am not finished the model. She sent this to me, knowing that how much I love Schitt's Creek, how much I love them, and I do, sincerely. And ladies, I don't know that I deserve this, but I can't thank you enough. So I immediately said, this will be a sale. found a significant date to the Schitt's Creek world that occurred in a reasonable time period, but yet not like today, the next day. David Rose's birthday on the show is July 2nd. So on July 2nd, we will commence the hashtag I have asked you thrice now for a Sal. Sal. The Schitt's Creek sampler. Hashtag I have asked you thrice now for a Sal. I'm pretty sure I may have bugged Amity more than thrice to release this pattern. Oh, I love it so much. I'm so excited. I am so overwhelmed. I cried. I cried when I opened the email and saw that she had sent this to me. I cried. July 2nd, I already have my fabric. I have gathered all the flosses. I need to floss drop and or put them, floss drop some and put them on a ring and everything together. It's full coverage. I have my needle minder. You're simply the best. I made that out of a keychain, I think. And my me-made Rose Apothecary. Ooh, David. Bag. I have it. I have it ready to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wait till July 2nd. I will try to keep myself occupied. But nonetheless, I will be stitching on it on July 2nd with everybody who wants to start it. If you can't wait either, I do not blame you, but please use the hashtag and please tag me and Amity and Aaron in your posts so that we can see your progress, because I'm so excited. So excited. I took a little bit of a break because I had a Flosstube injury. Yes, you heard that correctly. A Flosstube injury. A 2 Band-Aid Flosstube injury. Is there a support group for this? Anyone else have? Leave me a comment if you've had a Flosstube injury. For crying out loud. But that's okay, because there's a couple things that I forgot. And this is just a train of tangents today. I forgot to tell every single person that I have seen post about StitchCon. I have loved hearing about your experiences. I am living vicariously through you. I was supposed to go and then had to cancel for obvious reasons to take care of my dad. But I am so happy that everyone had such an amazing time, and I have enjoyed thoroughly listening to your experiences. And I'm so happy because it just fills my heart with joy to see that everyone had just an amazing time. Some of my very close friends were from Wisconsin. Jamie and Chris from the Pink Stitchers were able to go, and they posted a myriad of photos, and it brings a smile to my face. So thank you for sharing all of that. And Stitchy Kindness, and we'll just insert knitting here because this is the only knitting that I've done. I may have worked on my Musselburgh hat a little bit, but this was my main knitting adventures in knitting for this time. So Kaylee Tenstant, Jen from Jen's Fiber Web, Stephanie from Frala Knits. I'm forgetting other very important people in our group. However, we all decided, Kaylee brought it up, and then I jumped on the bandwagon to knit and or crochet a long dog sampler. Yeah, well, call me crazy. I've been called worse. I've been called crazy. So I chose Before I Sleep, fitting for a blanket, I thought, to double knit. I have commenced. I've started. And for those of you following along, I did not complete the Quirky Quaker that I started. I had made some mistakes and I just kind of scrapped it and I jumped right into the big one. I have finished four of 327 rows. So this will take me approximately 327 years. Oh, hi Sally, don't eat my strawberries. I recorded an hour and it didn't record. So here I am re-recording, and I don't know if I talked to you about Sally. I'll insert a picture here. Eating the tops off of my strawberry plants. I've been eating strawberries every day for 3 weeks. This is the most bountiful year I've had for my strawberries. And Sally, who's fed very, very well in my backyard, decided that she or one of her friends wanted to eat my strawberries because they also thought they were tasty. Well, the plants. They didn't eat the berries. They just ate the plants. Anyways, okay. Tangent. See? Tangents. This is 4 rows of my long dog sampler in our group called the Long Dog Yarn Along. And that is also the hashtag. So if you too would like to knit or crochet a long dog sampler, please, please, please let us know and join the insanity. This is being stored in also the Ultimate Stitchy Kindness. I had placed an order with Kaylee Tent Stitch, who is the owner of the sewingshop.ca on the interwebs. She dyes fabulous, fabulous fabric and has magnificent, unique patterns for sale. You can get DMC floss from her, all kinds of things. She is wonderful and awesome and a magnificent. You're magnificent, Kaylee. Magnificent, talented, uber talented bag maker, cross stitch bags. But this is a knitting bag, size appropriate for a long dog sampler knit yarn along. Look at this. Look at the grommeted holes in the side for my yarn, which is so helpful when you're double knitting, and they're on both sides. I can carry it and knit if I want. I again cried. I thanked her obsessively because I just can't even. It's perfect, and it's cats with yarn balls and cat hair. I'm sure it's got cat hair on it. It's got real cats on the real cat fur on fake cats. Kaylee, you are the best. You are the best. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. Okay, fully finished objects, which is where I was before I sustained my Flosstube injury. And these are the things that injured me that are sticking to other things. So I had seen a Flosstube, and I think I talked about this last time, where they were talking, and I can't remember who it was. Neil and Needle on Instagram, and his cousin have a Flosstube. Oh, why can't I think of it? They were talking about being at a retreat and somebody had made needle minders out of Shrinky Dinks. Amazon, here I come. Shrinky Dinks in my mailbox 2 days later. Shrinky Dink needle minders out of my oven that day. I had an adult coloring book experience. I colored me some Shrinky Dinks, and I think one's missing. I think I had a couple more. But there is one that I freehanded that is on a project that you will see soon. But these are Shrinky Dinks. Remember, children of the 80s, 90s, you can still get them apparently, obviously. So I colored my Shrinky Dinks. I stuck them in the oven. I E6000 in the magnets, and I have new needle minders. And I love them. And you might get some as gifts if you're lucky. Because these were so fun. They're so fun. So that was fully finishes. Jamie from the Pink Stitchers and I, and her mom Chris and her sister Erica frequent primitive gatherings. They introduced me to primitive gatherings in Larson, Wisconsin, about an hour and a half from me. So it's kind of become a cross stitch sanctuary, if you will. They have days during, and mostly during the week, so I don't always get to go, where they have cross stitch club or sit and stitch. And sit and stitch, you can be any kind of stitcher, sewer, whatever. Cross stitch club, mainly for cross stitchers, obviously. They have wool club days. They have lots of quilting retreats because they are primarily a quilt store. They had a overnight 2-day finishing class with the amazing Kathy Decker as our leader, as our to provide her expert tutelage in all things finishing of cross stitch projects. So Jamie and I attended. There were probably only 8 of us total. Kathy came with bins full of finishing objects, or objects to finish on or with, ribbon, rickrack, you name it. And Primitive Gatherings, the store, sells fabric. It's a quilt store, so at your disposal within 50 yards was a store full of fabric. Oh yeah, by the way, if you watched the Pink Stitchers and you were worried about the llama that was behind the Jamie's finish of the Courage sampler, he's safe. He's safe and he's watching over us all. No drama for your llama, mama. He's safe. Okay, so we went to finishing class and I was able to finish 4 things in 2 days. I am so appreciative of the opportunity to have been able to do that, because if I was sitting at home and had nothing to do for 2 days, I would not have finished 4 objects. So this is the first thing I finished that weekend that has needle minder stuck to it, because if I have a magnet near it, this is metal. This is Always Forward. This was a Mrs. Flossie pattern called Always Forward that I got at the Adel Needlework shop in Mesa, Arizona when I was there visiting in December. So in one of the bins I found this wooden stand and I finished Always Forward on it. This is my mantra. It's also the mantra of Jean Lee, who is the owner of the attic. I changed the bottom stitching to say my name. It did say Jean Lee. This is done on a 56 count fabric, and I can't remember what, using Tudor silk and a Swasserfine. So I am very happy with this, and my needle minders can stay on it. So this was a prototype of some needle minders that I had put together for some friends. This one it just says bird, because why not have a needle minder that just says bird and there's a little bird? Can stick right on there. And this is my initial J in a little hoop. Ting ting. The next thing I fully finished while I was there is Mother Earth by Marumi Designs, my friend Miriam. This was part of the Earth Day collaboration from the Cross Stitch Collective last year. So I did a flat fold. I did a flat fold. Take 2. My firstborn flat fold, my first one ever. I went to the shop and got this beautiful fabric that went with this swimmingly. This was done on a Color and Cotton 20 or 22 count in the colorway Pine, and this was a Night Stalker's Calling in the colorway Evergreen. So I'm very proud of that. I love that. I love Mother Earth. She sits and watches me. This is Ready for Takeoff by my friend Sarah from Modcross. We had a little stitch along out of the Just Cross Stitch Christmas edition. Miriam, Nithya, who's Daybreak Stitchery, and I all stitched Ready for Takeoff, and I finished mine into this little ornament so I can hang him on my tree. Oh, I love him. And then I fully finished Toonies. This was a pattern by D's 20 Stitches and Uncanny Kari. This was my homage to Canada piece. This was a Kaylee 10th Stitch fabric. I used mostly Brennan Nettle and Roxy Flossco flosses, and of course D and Kari are Canadian. So it was and I had it in a Canadian, Sheba Designs Canadian made bag when I was stitching it. Toonies. Screen grab. Probably not. YouTube never cooperates with me. I also did finish these little zipper pulls. I did 3 of them. 2 of them are in the hands of some very special people that you've already heard enough about. Erin and Amity from the Hathaway Stitchers had sent me some really, like above and beyond stitchy kindness. So I stitched these little on 32 count over 1 for both of them, and of course this was my prototype where I got too much glue in the fuzz, and so it was I kept this one, the OG bird herd, if you know you know. And this was a bag that I know I've showed before, but I used it as a zipper pull. This is my Stitchy to Go bag, so I have like scissors and binoculars. I have binoculars in my Stitchy to Go bag to see across the room. My glasses that help me see. And other things that I need to stitch when I go other places to stitch. This was a finished piece that I did for Allison from Cross Stitch Globe for her Princess birthday sale, and I put it on this cork bag that I made. Okay, that's all I'm going to say before I stumble too much over my words. Did I forget anything? No. So my son came in here when I was like, I just recorded an hour post-injury and I lost it. My computer ate it. And he said, when adversity strikes, you stand in its face and don't blink, Mom. Which is a quote from Mike Tomlin, who is the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, if anybody was interested in knowing that. And I said, let me write that down so I can share that with my friends. So when adversity strikes, friends, you look it in the face and you don't blink. That's what I'm doing right now. So we're going to go forward. Thank you, Mike Tomlin. Okay, finished objects. I finished my 4th of the Rogue Round Robin. I worked on Julie from Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, her pick, Reflections of Scotland, which is an awesome pattern. And it's even more awesome because of the fabric and the floss that Julie chose to have us stitch this in, and that she also stitched herself. This is a Nicholas Flamel fabric. It was part of the Bronte Sisters pack, so sometimes he has packs of fabric and there are 3 or 4 different colors in the pack. So this was one of the ones in the Bronte Sister pack, 32 count. So we are stitching this 2 over 2 using a very appropriately named. I like to wear these. I like to wear things with bibs in my Flosstube. Oh boy. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Highland Garden is the floss. It's a Gloriana silk, and it is beautiful. Look at that beautiful variegation, those colors. So that is finished and will be going out to Tara ASAP. Tara, it will be on its way to you ASAP. because I have finished it. I'm going to set it over here so I don't bury it. I also finished a project that I cannot show you the pattern. However, you can guess the pattern, and I know somebody very special in my life that will probably guess the pattern right away. I showed it last time if you're really curious to know. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to show the pattern. I stitched this as part of a floss challenge from Welcome Stitchery, who is Justine. You probably know Justine and Shelly Lynn from Whips and Sips here on Flosstube. Justine owns the shop Welcome Stitchery in Blue Earth, Minnesota. And this is my finish of the floss challenge. So the floss challenge was that they sent a pack of six flosses. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yes, 6 flosses. Each of the flosses was picked by an employee at Welcome Stitchery, like their favorite color or favorite brand and favorite color of that brand. You were allowed to pick a black and a white to add to your palette, to this palette, and then you had to find a pattern to stitch with these colors. So I am a very choose your own adventure stitcher or color converter, where I already have the pattern and then I can pick the colors. This was, here's your colors, pick a pattern. I accepted the challenge and I got it done. So if you finish it by July 1st, which I have, you get entered into a drawing for $50 gift card to Welcome Stitchery. And if you fully finish it, you get 2 entries. So I have an idea, so I'm going to try to fully finish it. So the next time you see me, hopefully it'll be fully finished and I can show you the pattern. Okay. I already showed you this. Yes. I also designed a pattern. I'm not going to talk a lot about it. I'm not going to sell it. I would share it with somebody if they really wanted it. I'm sure you could color convert it. The rendering on Max Stitch is not that good, and I'm not very good at it yet. So as I stitch the pattern, I feel like it's going to look better, and I will probably maybe refine it. But, oh, if you have kids, there's an obscenity. So eyes, ears. There's an obscenity to see and an obscenity to say. Ready? Okay. This is Fuck Cancer. This is my esophageal Fuck Cancer flower. I could not find an F Cancer pattern that I really liked, so I made one. So this is my first like huge pattern design. I've done other little tiny things, like the bird herd thing, but this is my first big one. I don't know that I'll become a designer or anything, but I just wanted something personal that I enjoyed to stitch to scream during this trying time with my dad. So that's it. That was the finish. And I made a bag. I was feeling like peace needed to be in my life. I just picked it. I made a few bags one day. I have flosses and a fabric. I have this lotus purple fabric picked out. We'll see how that works out. But so that is that. That is that. Okay. Did I cover everything for the second time? Yes. On we go. New starts in no particular order. And there might even be whips in here. I'm not sure because I threw everything back in the box. Now I have to take it back out. In fact, I am going to move this here and maybe cut that out. Okay. New starts. Femurs and Fungi Sale by Fine Frog Stitching. This is a stitch along, a mystery stitch along. I only have part 1 printed out because I have not gotten any further than that. In fact, I'm not even done with part 1. Surprise, surprise. I am doing this on 40 count Gorgeous Grape by Bee Stitch Me. I love this fabric. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. That is as far as I have gotten. 46 count. Sorry. Sheba Design Bag. There are people that are rocking this sale. moving right along. Go check out their progress. I'm pretty sure that one of the thread gremlins, go watch them if you haven't. Also hilarious. Also very fun to watch. Really good stitching. Yeah, go watch them, please. Thread gremlins. I think one of them has kept up. I think that they, yeah. If I'm lying, I'm sorry. But then if you're not caught up, you should get caught up before your next one. So I'm not lying. How's that for encouragement? Do it. Okay. Another Sal. Oh no. Yep. Nope. It's just a frame. So many people. The Deadly Aquarium Sal, and when you see, especially when you, I mean, the frame is magnificent, but when you see the plantings, so good, so good. I only have part one printed out because that's as far as I've gotten, and well, not quite. I wasn't going to do the Sal, and then I was looking for fabric for something else, and I came across this fabric in my stash, and I said, that needs to be the Deadly Aquarium. It's perfect. And the name of the fabric is called Stream. Anyway, so before the day the sale was going to be released, like a couple hours before it was released, I bought it. And I was very happy I did when I saw that release, because these seagulls, hi Luna, again, are just killing me. They're so cute. So this was my freehand shrinking ink. This is my version of a seagull with a very downward poking beak. I'm not freaking about that beak. But it worked for when it shrunk. It looked different before it shrunk. That's what they all say. Anyways, yes. So 20 count Ada Stream. That's as far as I have gotten. I really want to put some more love. Give this some more love. I have to show you this. This is a me-made bag that I made with this sale in mind. And I have to show this to my friend Erin from the Hathaway Stitchers specifically because, Mom, look what I did. I did a panel in the middle. Look, Mom, no hands. Erin was nice enough. I asked her a couple questions about the construction with putting the panel in the middle. And she doesn't just, she didn't give me a sentence or two. She wrote me a dissertation, an instruction manual, a step-by-step, a couple paragraphs of how to do it and how she did it. And I'm so incredibly appreciative of both of them. They are the kindest souls and the biggest hearts and so deserving of all of the love and accolades that they are given, because I do not feel weird at all, my friends, like straightening your crowns, because you guys are awesome. So there was my first ever paneled project bag. More to come. Not hard, not too much harder to do at all. And speaking of paneled project bags, this one is more expertly made. We're not going to do a side-by-side comparison. But this one was gifted to me by Erin. This was Stitchy Kindness. And it is beautiful and gorgeous. And I know I've shown it before. And I will just gush over them forever. Too much. Okay. Bird herd. Bird herd nerd. Bird herd. Bird nerd. Bird herd nerd. Hashtag bird herd nerd Sal. Here is my start. This is being done on a 22 count hot cocoa by Stitch Me. I did my own floss selection, but I stayed pretty near to Amity's colors. Some a little brighter, some more moody and muted. I am really excited to get these Brennan needle colors incorporated. That'll be fun, right? Yeah, fun times, fun to go into the birds. Yeah. So small start on that. I also want to give that more love. I will talk more about how I've overcome this lack of motivation to stitch, especially on the days that I am really depressed or down in the dumps, or anxious and overwhelmed. I've created a priority list, and I really like those two finishes you saw were number 1 and number 2 on that priority list. So it has, whoop, my bird fell off. I'll have to fix him. It has helped me to enjoy stitching again because I'm not overwhelmed by all of my whips while I'm overwhelmed with all of my life right now. If that makes sense. It made sense in my brain and it's working. So if I have a focus piece where I am working till it's done and then I'm feeling accomplished, like I've won something, like I won the day, like carpe diem. I seized the day, I seized the project, and I've gotten a sense of joy out of that finish, out of that completion, and I feel less overwhelmed when everything else in my life is so out of my control right now. That makes sense to me. So I made a priority list. So I have the next 2 patterns picked already on that priority list. So I'm just going to go with that, and I'm not going to feel guilt about not participating or stitching on other things. Unless it's really calling to me and I have a hankering, then I will do what I want. Okay, next, In Praise of Pollinators by the Blue Flower. I am participating in the sale that was organized by Laura, the beautiful Laura from Melody Stitches, who has created the sale and parsed the pattern into 7 or 8 parts. So she has released, I guess, the first 2 parts. The first, number 1 was this middle. Number 2 was this bottom quadrant. And I can't remember what number 3 is in that. I think will probably, hair in my mouth, probably be released soon. Assigned. How about we use that word? Assigned in the sale progression. So I have not gotten a whole lot done, unfortunately, and that's okay. I started in the middle where from the first assignment, and I completed the bee. I'm using almost all of the called for colors. I think I made 1 substitution, and I am looking for a substitution. I think I found a Mo sale that I have for that cactus. I was going to use the DMC, but I really like the variegation, and I think I have a Mo sale that will work perfectly in that. That is being done on a piece of 40 count Purple Rain by Barefoot Needle Arts. Again, with all the called for. This is a Kaylee Tent Stitch, the sewingshop.ca needle minder. I kind of like, and in a Kaylee Tent Stitch bag, because, duh, pollinator sale should be in this beautiful bee bag. In a pollinator bag. Right? One would think. Next new start was from my beautiful friend Miriam from Marumi Designs, Marumi Crafts. I'm not saying it right, and I'm sorry. Nithya Daybreak Stitchery, my friend, does pronounce this correctly in her previous in her last Flosstube. Or the one before. Good golly, I don't even know when this came out. Miriam released this. Miriam posted on Instagram, told us the story behind this design. I went and bought it and started it. Found my fabric, found my floss, knew exactly, one of the only times I knew exactly what to use, went and found it, started it the same day. This pattern is based on an Iranian legend. Let me see if I'm going to synopsize this correctly. On an Iranian legend about a sentient tree that will come to life and hunt you down and kill everyone you know and love if you cut down a healthy living tree in the forest. And I wish, I kind of wish that would happen in the rainforest in South America, because those are the lungs of the earth. They're the big corporations that go in there and chop down those trees. They're laying down the lungs of the earth. We don't have oxygen, friends. We don't breathe. So just saying. Okay, back to the stitching. Huntress 22 count by Bestitch Me, and the floss is Balsam Fir, which is a Crescent Colorworks. So they're classic Colorworks now, or Gentle Arts? Classic Colorworks, I think. Balsam Fir, which is this awesome, like, olivey, green tone, gray, black, and just, I mean, how perfect. Like, I'm like, I know the floss, I know the fabric, I'm on it. So but that's my screaming start. But I started it the same day it was released, so I'm okay. I'll get back to it. Another me-made bag that I made in that batch of bags with some really cute ribbit frogs. Ribbit. Let's hope I don't frog that one. I'll be very careful in my counting. Thank you, Miriam, my friend, for the amazing design. She's like, I knew you would like that one. Like, yes, I do. I love it. Editing Julie here. This was also my start for hashtag Marumi May, where we in May tried to start or finish a Marumi Designs project for our wonderful friend Miriam, hosted by my friend Sarah from Modcross. Hi, Sarah. And my friend Jerica from Daybreak Stitcher. So, yeah, I forgot that, and I did not mean to. Thank you. I love it. All right, a new start, and then the first WIP is also in here. So, May is, there's a group of stitchers: Cam the Stitcher, Marjorie Maid, the Museum Stitcher, the Seattle Stitcher, and then I might be forgetting somebody in that group that started last year. They started Manning May for Carolyn to start and or work on Carolyn Manning designs. And then there's also a hashtag Manning, just another Manning Monday. And my friend Sarah tries to remind me on Mondays that it is just another Manning Monday, so that we can pull out our Carolyn Manning designs and work on them on Mondays. And or I try to remind her, but I think that score is about 22 to 1. Sarah, you're skunking me, Sarah. You're skunking me. This was my new start in May. As soon as this was released, and I saw and she releases a pattern a day, a week at least, or if on average, because she might release 4 in one day, and then it just a lot. A very prolific designer, and they're all very beautiful. Patchouli, a special meaning to me. Made an Instagram post about it. My cousin's nickname for me is Patchouli Julie. Julie Patchouli. Love the scent, love the flower, and it has more significant meaning in our family now, related to my cousin who passed at the age of 16. So, Patchouli. I'm doing it on the same fabric that I'm doing Pipevine Swallowtail. So, whoop, and then whoop, and I always do a right top start, so I know that that's here. That is my start. This is a 40 count piece ornament cut that I got from Number 12 Stitch Co. that she sent to me with an order, so I have no idea what colorway it would be, but just to utilize the fabric. I know my borders are going to be small. I don't care. I'll figure out how to finish it. So in the Cross Stitch the Globe process versus product stitcher video, I was very much pulled to both sides because with some patterns, I know, like, I want to finish that and I want to finish it like this. Not very often does that happen, but most things I do, I'm totally with you, Stephanie. I am a process stitcher. I just like the process of stitching, and I'll figure out what to do with it later. Pipevine Swallowtail is my ongoing from last year, Carolyn Manning. I have put work in on that. I am attempting to, same piece of fabric, I'm attempting to get all the black outline done so that I can just have the fill in, because then that's really easy to pull out and put a few blocks of fill in every Monday. And I did choose my own adventures on the flosses for Pipevine Swallowtail, but they're very similar to the called for. On Patchouli, I am using all but one of the called for, and that's because I don't think I have that DMC, and one of the flosses I'm using for Pipevine Swallowtail was a good match for that, or a good substitution. So I used it, and it's all in the same bag. And a forest grew. This is my motif a week project. This currently, since the start of the year when I started hashtag motif a week. If you are doing hashtag motif a week, please tag me or let me know. Send me a message to go look at your stuff, because I love seeing people's progress. There are people that have finished. Somebody finished this doing a motif a week. I think she was doing more than one, which is fair. You can do as many motifs a week. Some people are doing projects for motif a week that aren't like they're bigger motifs, but they're just doing what they can on the motif. There are no rules here. You make the rule. You make the rules. I love seeing it. So just ding dong, let me know. Plus, it's all about enabling, right? The more projects I see, the more ideas I get, and the more I want to do. So this encourages me to pull it out every week when I see where I've come. I am on the verge of 4 full page finishes on this, and at the beginning of the year, I'm pretty sure I only had 1. Yeah. 1 motif a week. Well, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. It just depends. So, for example, and this is a 46 count antique white Zweigart linen. 2 weeks ago, I did this huge, I need a board. This huge lemon tree. And then last week, or this week, whatever, I did this little bird and this little bunny. And that's it. So I burnt myself out on this honkin' tree. And then the next week I just did those 2. Some weeks I will do, just maybe 1. Or most of the time, if they're small like this, I do a grouping. I do a stand of forest. Love this project. Somebody on Instagram wanted to see my floss monster. Can't remember your name right now. You commented on my post. So if you watch me, maybe that'll be the screen grab. And then I'll just post it. And then that'll be you'll see the floss monster. If I need a DMC for another project and I can't find it in my DMC collection, I just come here and I take a strand or 2 away. Obviously, this is only 1 strand of floss because it's 46 count, so I will never use all of this. Some of these you'll only use 1 time in 1 tree or 1 motif. Some of the motifs have 5 different, but you're only using like a half a strand, even at the length I have them. So I can borrow DMC from the Floss Monster and put it in other projects. When I am working, usually every week, every other week, I will finish my motif, and then I will pull out my next WIP, which is 324. by Works by ABC, which a bunch of people started on March 24th for the 3/24 sale. I will put in a motif or two on this with threads from And a 4 Screw, because this is on a 20 count stone by Fiber on a Whim. I only need one thread to do, most of the time, to do any of these motifs. Some of them I've used a strand and then a little bit, maybe like on these more denser ones. But these tiny little squares are 5 by 5. So I don't even use. If I have a length left over, then that completes that. So, or if I need to go to my floss wall to grab a color for this, I just take one strand out and I use it. And I don't, I have no floss in here. I have no floss in there. None needed. That sounded very demanding. No floss in there. Garden of Zig. I can show you. I can show you. Ink Circles, Garden of Zig. This was a secret stitch along by the Hathaway, hosted by the Hathaway Stitchers, where the rules were to pick your own fabric, not called for, and your own flosses, not called for, and to stitch on this or complete it by May 31st without ever sharing it with anybody. And that was the hardest part. The not sharing, I think we all agreed, right, was the hardest part. Because most of us come on here and share, or we're on Instagram and we share, or Facebook, or, you know, this community is so awesome, and we all have such amazing friends here that we want to share. Well, now I can share. Now I can share. There was a big reveal. I was not able to go. I was not feeling well that day. But Amity and Aaron are putting together a video of the finishes. So we will get to see everybody's. I will say, go look at Melanie from Uplift Stitches, who utilized 27 different color and cotton flosses. And not to take away from anybody else's, because everybody's was amazing. Every time I come across a new one that I haven't seen before, I'm in awe of it, and I want to restart mine because I like that one better. Oh, there's so many good ones. But Melanie used 27 different colors, and it is absolutely amazing. It's really good. So I used, for time's sake, I could talk a lot about all the people that stitched this and how amazing all of their works were. This is Illusion by Mystic Fabrics. It is a 40 count, yes. And I love this fabric. I went on their website and I don't think that they dye it anymore. Ugh. My flosses were Boysenberry by Color and Cotton, Dahlia by Color and Cotton, Orchid by Forbidden Fiber Co., Old Moss by XJU Design, and a Silks for You green that I got in a bag o' bits. So it doesn't, I don't know what it is. If you ever want my color conversions for anything that I do, please just ask me. I know I've said that before, but I am always delighted to share. Always. So that is Garden of Zig, and I don't have to be, the first rule of Fight Club is we can talk about Fight Club now. The rules have changed. All has been revealed. I worked on Heart and Hand Hummingbird Sampler that was gifted to me by my friend Sarah from Modcross. Hi, Sarah. Last year at our Needle Minders retreat. We're meeting again, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't remember what the fabric is. It was just a small cut of something that I had somewhere. This is Dinky Dye's Pine. There's no excuse why I have not finished this. It is not large. I think I got this out and worked on it during one of our Zoom meetings. We generally meet once a month. We just met a few weeks ago, and that filled my cup. I love those ladies immensely with all my heart, and they always, I mean, they just makes my day every time I get to talk to them. Every time. I worked on this next one, and this is my next priority finish. I will not tell you why yet. You'll know soon enough. This is Next Door by Heartstring Samplery. I wish you lived next door. This is on 32 count. I know. What? This was like probably the second linen project that I ever started. I started this a long time ago. So Next Door. I want to finish this by July 25th. Doable. Very doable. Very doable. Not that large. I love that funky bird, and I cannot wait. I can't wait. The funky flowers are awesome too. This all the funkiness. This pattern is so funky. Funky. I don't remember where I got that bag. I don't think I made it. And it has no label. It's pretty though. It's pretty. I put a few stitches in after the needle minders and I recorded our Courage to Color Convert video on Critters by the Work Basket. This is a pattern that I completely color converted. So I used it as an example in that video. That video lives on Nithya Daybreak Stitchery's channel. So please go check it out. There are a lot of good, just walks through how each one of us goes through all of the patterns that we do conversions on and how kind of our thought process behind it. So it's informative. So this is where I am at on God's Critters. I think I just put a few more spokes in the trellis. Spokes in the trellis? Trellis have spokes? They do today. Trellises have spokes. The trellis has spoken. The trellis has spoken, and that's it. That's my whips. So next I'm going to take a deep breath, and then we will go to haul, because, oh no. So be right back. I forgot to tell you what I'm wearing today. So, not today. Not today. Lorenzo Kane, former Milwaukee Brewer, sadly. Lorenzo retired, which is fine. He's allowed. But the Brewers have had a few game losing streak here, so when they play today, I can't see my schedule right now. It's behind another screen. At whatever time. Not today. We're not going to lose today. For my dad. For me. For all of us. Brewer Nation. Not today. I love Lorenzo Kane. He was my favorite when he was there. Okay, haul. There's a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm going to abbreviate it. I'll probably just pick and choose some things because fabric is fabric. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll show it all. I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. First of all, I ordered the Jumanji box from Forbidden Fiber Co. because the child of the 80s in me could not resist. Classic Robin Williams movie, Jumanji. And this is so cute. First of all, the bag, and look at the monkey zipper pull. I love monkeys. That zipper pull was so fun. That captured my heart. We got flosses. I'm not going to go through everything, but some amazing Forbidden Fiber Co. dyed, of course. They have magnificent flosses. A pattern, cross stitch, an adventure of those who seek to find a way to leave the world behind. I like that. I like these monkeys. Coming to a spot sampler near you. Definitely those monkeys. We got fabric. They don't usually have a fabric count that I enjoy in their boxes, so I have kind of defaulted to getting 28 count even weave Lugana so that I can stitch over one. It's like this very springy, greeny yellow. It's not my light. The clouds just rolled back in. A really awesome needle minder, Jumanji needle minder, and some other fun things in the bag. But for time's sake, okay. Kaylee Tent Stitch, yep, here she is again. Had a sale where if you bought a certain, Kaylee, I can't remember, but I think if you bought a certain number of pieces of fabric, she sent you a free bag. A free bag. Handmade Kaylee Tent Stitch bag. TheSewingShop.ca. Again, it'll be down below. So I got this awesome Santa Gnome Santa Claus bag, which will soon store my Santa Jaws pattern from Amity Boomerang Stitches. And I don't have it out here to show you, which is sad. But that's what will go in this bag that I'm hoping to start in July. We'll see if I have it. So some of the, I mean, I'll just quickly, this is Winter Dream, a 20 count Ada. It's just a very soft blue, like bluish modeled, very soft, which I have an idea for. Sometimes I have ideas and other times I just buy it because they're pretty. This was perfectly pastel. A 20 count will work for so many things. This, I don't know what, but it's something. At the lake. Oh, Kaylee, stop it. Stop it. I have to show you the whole thing. So good. So good. Oh my God. Even better. And I think I only ordered 4 or 5 pieces of fabric, and I have 6 in here. So, Kaylee. This is a 25 count Dirty Martini. Oh. I spy with my little eye a Marumi design. I got a whole entire half yard of this Emerald Forest. So I can do, and sorry I don't have them here. I'm pretty sure Ronaldo Perlin, the tree patterns that you need a half yard for them to fit on, will go on this fabric. Because they are all stitched in white. And the fabric that I had for them, the white, it was not dark enough. And I think this, at least for one of them, this is perfect. And then I think this is the one that I did not order, Kaylee, but you gave me anyways. This is 36 count Stonewash jeans, and it is pretty. Look at that. I know a good friend of mine's flower patterns. Oh! Oh my gosh. Sale alert. Sale alert. August. Mod about you sale. We will all be stitching if you choose to join us. Jerica from Daybreak Stitcher. Nithya from Daybreak Stitchery, Miriam from Rumi Designs, Mod About You sale to celebrate everything Modcross, Sarah from Modcross. Go find her patterns. She's on Etsy. She's also on Instagram. I believe that I may be restarting her flower patterns. I want to do them on a blue because everything looks good on blue, right, Sarah? And this really is really screaming to me to have your flowers. Mod About You. Hashtag Mod About You sale. Good golly. How did I not have that written down somewhere? I probably do, and I just skipped it. Well, now you know. Let's look at some patterns because we all like to be enabled, and then we'll get out of here. I got the Fabulous House Series number 3. This is the only one I have so far, but I really enjoy this one a lot because it's a greenhouse and it has flowers. This is the, I already said it, Fabulous House number 3. So I got this from Stitch Me when I ordered the fabric. That took too long, according to Brandy. I got a piece of Lunar, and I can use this for so many things. I got 46 count, of course. And then I just got her silks, her silk pack for that, to make my life easy. I'm going to put this stuff in here and put it away. I have no idea where. I think 123 Stitch had, and then I was looking through their sales section, as one does, oh, I think the first thing I had went there for is because I did not know that the Prairie Schooler, their little fairy series, was an all-in-one. Yes, you can get the cards, and that would be great for collecting, and I would love to find them all. But for right now, I have 5 of these fairies riding animals. Fairies riding animals from the Prairie Schooler. In their, and I think these were in their sale, Crosswind Collection, my big pecker. My big pecker. That's what I call them when they fly in. I'm like, my big pecker is here. Which my husband loves. Anyways, Back from the Brink. It's a pileated woodpecker by Crosswind Collection. Right here down the road in Wapaka, Wisconsin. Barbara Anna Designs. Don't worry, be hippie. Jan. I'm going to put that on my wall of positivity when I stitch it. Oh, I love it so much. Look at this. Look at the bird. Look at that bird with the flower. Look at the girl's headband that has flowers coming out of the flower. Don't worry, be hippie. Oh, I was born in the wrong decade. Oh, this Heart in Hand. All I could think about, I'm sorry, the buttons are in the way, is 56 count. How wonderful life is that you're in this world. Here on the back is the whole thing. 56 count. A teeny tiny, just like the teeny tiny tiny tones. Hug a tree. Hug a tree. Is that not me? I'm keeping that out. That would be such a quick stitch. I mean, it's 50 by 50. It's 50 by 50. I can do that. That would be a very nice palette cleanser, a finish, start a salve, but then there was this. Also, Crosswind Collection in Wapaka, Wisconsin. Commemorative Hummingbirds of the World, Costa's Hummingbird. I should probably be collecting these, don't you think? I should probably get sorry for the glare, all the Crosswind Collection Hummingbird series. So this was 2001. I wonder how many they made. I'll have to go check that out. I'll have to see if I can check that out. By the way, speaking of pattern, speaking of showing patterns on Flosstube, if anybody has a comprehensive list of all of the work basket patterns or knows where we can find it, Miriam and I would quite enjoy having a list of all of the work basket patterns. You know, since we're kind of collecting them. I don't know where I got this. Autumn Bird. Satsuma Street, because it's a bird. Oh, and it's pretty. I love the saturation and the big blocks of colors in there. I really like that. All Creative Stitched in Small, 6 designs by Lori Markovic. Somebody was talking about this on their Flosstube, so I had to go find it because I cannot even with the quirky animals. I can't even with the quirky animals. I really enjoy this. Look at is that a fox? A fox riding the bear, following the moose. Cardinals in the trees. Look at this cat's legs. What is up with that? What is up with those cat's legs? Like, tiptoe through the daisies or with your really long legs. White cat. My dad has an all white cat. I should stitch that for him. He can get a kick out of that. Oh, more Crosswing collection. Now this says New London, Wisconsin. Did they move at some point? These are... Did I find this at a thrift store? Birds. All the birds. Burbs. Birds of the... Oh, this... No, these were stash unload. Stash group. Because I also got this Birds of the Southwest. Quail. Hummingbird. Roadrunner. Meep meep. That's a meeper. That's a meeper. I don't know what quails make. I don't know if they're a quacker, a honker, a meeper. I have no idea. What else? Oh, at Primitive Gatherings. Nithya, look, I got it. Be like a crow. I love the sentiment on this. Collect shiny things. Hop happily down the street for no apparent reason. Scream loudly when you see your friends. So I got it, Nithya. We can stitch it. I think you already started, didn't you? Silver. Did I get this at there? At Primitive Gatherings? No, I don't know. I don't remember. Take Silver Creek Samplers. There's no name on it. Dandy Dreams. It's on the back. Dandy Dreams. So it says, take a breath, gently blow, spread your dreams, and let them grow. Wall of Positivity, Jan. Jan Holder has a wall of positivity, if you don't know what I'm talking about. And I love that idea. I have an empty wall in front of me, and I would like to stitch things that have positive sentiments and have my own wall of positivity to look at daily, all the time. I got both. I got 2 of the Robin Pickens seasonal couriers. I should really get all 4, but these were the 2 that called to me the most. So I got Blue Jay's Summer and Robin's Spring. And I would like to try to stitch these together somehow and get the other 2. Who's doing that? Amity, are you doing that? You might be doing that. I think you're doing that. I'll just keep saying it. Oh my gosh, you guys, what in the world? Okay. For somebody who hasn't been stitching much lately, I sure did get a lot of patterns to stitch. Okay, teeny tiny towns. So my idea with the tiny town patterns, which I already have a couple of, is to stitch them on 56 count and convert them to Tudor silk so that I can have teeny tiny towns. Teeny tiny towns, like teeny tiny. Because I love anything in miniature. Or maybe 40 count over 1. We'll see how brave I am. Or 32 over 1. So that's 64. That would be tinier than 56. Anyways, so I got Blooming Tiny Town. Honey of a Tiny Town. Seaside Tiny Town. I love that. I love it. Oh, I love it. And more Anytown, Tiny Town. I still have to get the regular Anytown, Tiny Town part 1. And then I have all the ones that I want. Whew. I got from Lindy Stitches the next in the Endangered Species series, her Endangered Species Club, which is, this is, I think, so I can't pick favorite. Picking a favorite endangered animal would also be like picking a favorite child. I can't do that. But this is the North Atlantic right whale. Stephanie, you just outdo yourself. So incredibly cute. The little baby. And I am in I get the floss with it. Or the specialty floss or whatever. Bad stitched. So she, Amanda had released this And this was when Marjorie had kind of announced her intention for Strawberry Moon sale. So stitched something out with a strawberry in June for the Strawberry Moon, which was last night. This is strawberry season, and it really would not take me long to do this either. It is so incredibly cute. I also think I might take a strawberry, just a strawberry, one of these, and stitch them tiny and make them into earrings. Because I saw an Instagram post from Uncanny Kari, and she had done just that. She had taken a motif from something, or probably something she designed, right? And she made earrings. Earrings. I love that idea. I love useful finishes for things that you can use, bags, put on your body, whatever. Yasmin, oh my gosh, this is probably in April. Yasmin's Made with Love had a sale on her website, and she had this book of 7 of her bird collection, her bird designs, so she put it into a bird collection on sale for like 20% off. So I got it, of course. I love Yasmin's Made with Love, and I mean, look at that bird. These folk birds, I love them. There's 7 projects in here. It was like $15 after the sales for 7 projects. You guys, come on. Does she have something in here? What am I feeling? I got a couple work basket patterns. These were, I believe, on the eBay that I didn't have. This is Band Sampler. Look at that deer. What is this? I don't even know what this is. I think it's a dog. There's a squirrel. Always a squirrel. I loved the Southwest feel of this one. So this is one that I think that I'll be pulling out to do when I soon after I finish Critters. Home. There's no place like home. There is no place like home. I think that I'm gonna have to convert that to some greens. Yeah, Dorothy. Yeah, Dorothy. Nithya, Daybreak Stitchery, and oh, did I have it written down? I didn't. They are I'll put it down below when I do the notes. They are doing a Monarch sale. Oh, and I can't remember the name of your hashtag either. But it's stitched something with a monarch. And I believe Nithya showed this one that she had in stash. And I love it because it has the milkweed, the caterpillar, eggs, the chrysalis, the eggs on the leaf, the chrysalis, the caterpillar, and then the monarch. And it says, the butterfly is truth that you, in darkness, can be transformed to. And that will also go on my wall of positivity. And I believe that that sale starts in August or September. I am sorry. Next time I will do better and have better details. Bird and Bow. I have seen a few people stitch this and it got me. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Gotta stitch it. I love the pink, the hot, that bird has a hot pink head. That bird has a hot pink head. The Scarlet Butter. Oh, one more work basket. This was from eBay. Robin, Quaker Robins. Birds. Quaker Robins. It's a mama and a baby. It's a mama and a baby. And then, what's in here? I don't even know. I've had these in the thing so long. I don't even know what I got. Let's just pour it out. Oh, Abby Top Knot Stitcher. I don't know why I ordered from her. If there's something on sale or what was going on. Oh, I think she did. She had some $5 patterns. Jan Hicks Create Piece. Why don't I have this yet, Jan? Jan, why did I not have a peace sign pattern? Look at the colors on that. Gorgeous. She had a cut of this. I thought this would be great for some Arctic animals or winter-ish scene. It's a 20 count Ada. This twill tape with the ruler on it for finishing. And the blue flower, I didn't have Tudor goat yet. Oh, I love goats. I love them. Okay, so that's it for patterns. Will probably be a sweater. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. I'm sorry. I got 4 skeins of it because this is from Yarn Inc. and they did a fundraiser. This is the 30% of the proceeds, I don't know, a lot of the proceeds went to a cancer research group. And this colorway, again, obscenity, quickly, fuck cancer is the name. It's the name of the colorway. I can probably, this is DK weight, 246 yards. It'd be close, but I could probably get a sweater out of this. So I think it's going to happen. Or something. I'll figure it out. Or it might just sit on my shelf for the unforeseeable future. Like, you know, all of that yarn. So, okay. Informal future endeavors. I have a priority list. That is what's keeping me stitching right now. That is what's helping me stay sane and not feel overwhelmed with a hobby. And this is a hobby. I have a sewing project that I need to commence for some gifts for people. And I need Amity to come cut my fabric for me. So whenever you can get here, it's about a 9-hour drive. I have some summer stitchy adventures coming up, which I'm really looking forward to. I think I might do a girls trip with my cousin. I'm going to stitch what I can, when I can, when the mood strikes me. If anybody wants ever to FaceTime, Zoom, because you need somebody to talk to or you want somebody to stitch with, please get a hold of me. Please hit me up. Please, I would love to. That I know how much that means to me and makes me happy and sometimes invigorates my urge to want to craft and stitch, which is therapeutic and good for your soul. I want to remind you to do what brings you joy. Please share with everyone. I want to tell this community that I love them. I am so incredibly appreciative for all of the love and support, for your love and support of others, and how much everyone is just, the majority of people are just such good humans and really just bring me a plethora of enjoyment and joy. So happy to be back. Happy to see you. Stitch what you love when you can. Do what you can when you can with what you have. Be safe. Be kind. Peace.